Anytime we step out boldly to make changes, we take a chance that we might fail. But the only way to get better is to try.
Sometimes I wish I could boldly go where no man's gone before.
Those who act boldly are recognizing right as well as reality.
Of the mountains of the moon, down the valley of the shadow, ride boldly, ride. The shade replied, if you seek for El Dorado.
That day when you sent me out so boldly to change the world.
You're going boldly in the direction of your dreams.
For 50 years, Star Trek has boldly gone where no one has gone before.
Think boldly. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't miss small details. Keep your eyes open and be modest in everything except your aims.
I think you're being too modest. I guess I'm a public servant, too.
And I believe that Mike's problems are rather modest when compared to the problems facing our great state.
I do quite well, in my modest way.
This is much too modest for me.
I must claim, in all modesty, to be a fair man.
Do not be modest about your part.
The only thing I'm not good at is modesty, because I'm great at it.
Travel makes one modest. You see what a tiny place you occupy in the world.
But you are someone who occupies my mind and my heart in this distant land where I've gone.
Victor 1, 5 Robert Zebra, Gray Monte Carlo occupied by one male.
Is the room next to the one at the end occupied by a couple who plan to go at it all night?
We're the first people to occupy this place in 50 years.
Well, you don't occupy that much space in my head, okay, for me to think ahead of ways to disappoint you.
The place you are to occupy in the universe is the space where your greatest passion meets the world's great pain.
You gotta find your passion and then let it guide you.
I've also heard you have a real passion to be a doctor, Hunter.
You found strength and passion for life you never had before.
Well, this project happens to be a personal passion of mine.
You didn't seem to have the right passion for this job anymore anyway.
You're always getting people excited with your passion and your story.
I could see the passion in your eyes this afternoon when you were listening to my lecture.
Follow your passion. Be prepared to work hard and sacrifice. And above all, don't let anyone limit your dreams.
But I just can't ask anyone to make that kind of sacrifice for me.
Somebody prepared to sacrifice everything.
How many men would sacrifice their careers for their family like you have?
Sometimes you have to sacrifice to do the right thing.
It's not a sacrifice if you get something back.
You made a tremendous sacrifice for your family.
I cannot change what has happened to Leonidas. But his sacrifice will not be forgotten.
It is my honor to make such a sacrifice now.
Thank you all for your hard work, your sacrifice, and your service.
All this hard work, all this sacrifice, and you're just gonna throw it away for a damn girl?
Find that thing you love doing and dedicate yourself to it. You're going to have to sacrifice a lot of things if you want to achieve the goals you want to achieve.
I'm gonna dedicate myself to putting you back in.
The only chance you have making the yearbook is when they dedicate it to your memory.
And I promised myself that I would dedicate the rest of my life to making sure that this never happened ever again.
What was the thing that made you want to dedicate your whole life to activism?
You can't dedicate your entire life to work.
Elliot wanted to dedicate his life to helping other people.
We said that we were going to dedicate our lives to ending war, to bringing peace to the world.
I dedicate myself to learning his secret, and I will not let anybody get in my way, however desperately they may try.
Boldly pursue your passion, even if it requires modest beginnings. Dedicate yourself fully, knowing you must sacrifice to occupy the space you deserve. Thank you for watching.